We just got home. We went to the stores. Yeah. I have some good bananas here. I know. Disgusting, guys. Y'all let your bananas get like that?
Oh, wait. That's not even the worst part.
I didn't want to show them that side of the bananas. They always put this on this. Okay, so I ordered something from Amazon. I know you can't believe that because I don't ever order things from Amazon. Ever.
That's Cap.
Right?
She's Cap.
Don't tell me. So I took it out of the box. It was raining, so it got very... The box got a little soggy. And then I just cut it out of the bag. I just needed a hamper, like for the clothes that...
Oh, that's what this is.
You know, we've been using like old... We've been using old...
yeah.
Yeah, don't look at... Actually, I need the dirty clothes hamper. We've been using like the... old-fashioned. I feel like these have been passed down from Moses and when he used to wash the clothes for the Hebrews. This guy is supposed to be like, first of all, you have work to do, so you need to go do your work. And he I
am in another video. And back with another video, baby.
And he was picked up early from school because he wasn't feeling well.
I feel great.
It's so interesting how you pick up kids from school and they miraculously recover. It's just amazing.
Has her hand in the hamper. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
Stop. What are you doing?
So this is what it looks like. Let me just...
No, that's not how it goes. You're supposed to push that part down.
Yeah, I know. What? It's not taking both of us to get this hamper open. But they said online that, you know, you should use a steamer so that you can get all the, like, creases out and things. I don't have a steamer, so I'm not going to be using that right now. I think it will eventually be fine. You know, all the creases and things as I use it over time. I think it'll be fine.
She is inside
the hamper. If not, I'll figure something out.
She is still inside the hamper. Okay, it took 5,000 years.
Now, but online it'll look all nice and pretty and with no creases.
You gotta tell them what it's called.
What do you mean what it's called?
So they can go look it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
That part. Well,
go look it up.
I'll have to like link it in the description because I can't remember all those details. But I like it.
If you go to the link, you get money.
Like white. It's like off-white at the top and it's gray. And that goes with my, like, feng shui. It's like, not feng shui. It goes with my decor. Because, as you can see, like, my rug is, like, gray. This is actually a dark gray. Those little spots that look like black, but they look black so it really, I can get away with.
You talking about this black spot right here?
Black stuff.
Talking about this black spot right here, Mom?
So I have accented, you know, with black, you know, situations. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this wall here. And also I need something for these walls. Y'all don't look at it because I'm in the middle of like redoing everything. Like part of it looks like and the rest of it looks like okay. So I am in the middle of redoing things and y'all can't see me. Oh look, see, when you want to have nice decor but you have kids, what is this? But while I am on here, let me just go ahead and say what's up, y'all. Welcome back to The Walk Live. For all of you who've been rocking with me since day one, you know I love you. And for all of you who are new, thank you for stopping by. I hope you like what you hear and what you see. My name is Takima. I post on this channel every Tuesday, so hit that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. And y'all, listen, what I post on this channel, nuggets, things that God has given me, lessons that God has given me along my journey with him. And they've helped me chip away at some of the barriers that have been in my path. And my hope is that they'll help you as well. So I post nuggets, and now we have added an element, just gonna be life. We'll see how interesting that is. I feel like we don't do much, so there's not much to look at. Help us, Jesus. Y'all, isn't this cute? I got this from the At Home store. Isn't that not cute? It's like supposed to be like a little shell, sea situation shell. I was trying to stay away from the sea shell, like the beach, ocean. Like, I was trying to stay away from all the things that are like that. Not for any particular reason, just because, you know, I already had like a decor situation going here, and I didn't want to include this, because once you include something that is like ocean or beach like, you know, you got to get other elements to just make it flow with the rest of your decor. But I just couldn't resist. I had to get it. I thought I don't know, it was something. You know what I try to do, y'all? I get pieces that I absolutely like, love, like things that make me feel good, even if it's just like weird pieces or cheap pieces. Just pieces that I'm like, okay, I like this. You know, pieces that I actually like and will actually put up somewhere. I get those, and I try to leave everything else, because you'll get overwhelmed. You go in a store and you'll see all the things that you like, everything, you know, you'll be wanting to get all the things, and I just can't be doing all that. Like, that's how you go in and your house start looking like grandmama house. She got like 8,000 trinkets on her table. You can't even see the top of the table no more. You know, I don't want to be like I want it to still look like clean and things. So yeah. But you just, wherever you find your little pieces, your meaningful pieces, I'll say that, meaningful pieces that you really, they speak something to you. Like, okay, I don't know, that means I feel good, you know, not just every single thing like, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, that's cute. No, meaningful pieces. Because then you'll be happy that, you know, you chose that thing for your space. Like, it's not just another thing you saw sit on the shelf with all the other beautiful things and you just picked it up, you know.
Alright, y'all, this is Mommy's base of operations. As you can see, she got these little covers.
Do y'all make spinach at home? Like, This is the channel that my son likes to watch. I'll have it on a whole different channel, and he will change it to this. This is the channel it stays on in his room.
Female of the species.
Sound of a kid for last.
See, the most important weapon that any female possesses is her ability to attract a male. For example, the female blue jay has her
12 years old, about to be 13, and he likes to watch the Rewind channel, which is like a channel with all like old sitcoms. Like, who does that? Like, he's definitely old in the head. Don't know where he gets that from. So here is the spinach. It's 2 bags. 2 bags. You know, it cooks down. We had last night we had chicken. We have seasoned, like we boiled chicken. So you can't hardly see it. It's, yeah, anyway. So we'll have that with this spinach. They actually love it. Sometimes it's hard for me to find something that both of them like, and so, but this is one they love. They like the chicken, they like the spinach, and we also had macaroni last night. We still have some more of that, so I'll get that. I just needed to make the chicken again. I needed to make the spinach again because the green. I like to put a green with their foods. Like if I can, I try to always put a green with it. I get that from my mom. She always said put green with it. And y'all, excuse my nasal tone. Like I'm not feeling super great. Actually, I'm getting better. I'm feeling fine. It's just I've been not feeling great, and so my nose is the last thing to get itself together, to get its life together. So I'm sounding a little nasally. But anyway, so we had green beans last night, but they ate that up. We only cooked like a can of it. That's what you can do, and it's just you and the little babies. So they ate that up, and I said I needed to make another green, and plus I felt like this would be good for our colds. So I made the spinach, but I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Good stuff. And really easy to make. This definitely is not going to be a cooking channel, so y'all don't expect all these recipes and situations. It's not. This is not that channel. This ain't that. Think I better let it go. Looks like another TKO. Y'all, how do I hang this? Can y'all tell I don't normally have one of these? Really? Sakina? Is this how this goes, y'all? How does does it just hang like this, or? Oh, the crab cakes were for me. I gave Jameer crab cake before, and he was like, he couldn't decide how he felt about it at first, and
Hi,
then
Jameer.
he didn't he decided he just wasn't fond of it, that he didn't like it. So, yeah, it's fine, more for me. So they can continue to eat the chicken from last night, and I will eat the crab cakes. A lot of times I'll eat it with like black beans or something, and that's usually like the little pairing I eat together, like for lunch or something. Black beans and the crab cake patty, whatever. Yeah, so bon appetit. I'm full now. You know
Food was delicious.
how you think you're going to eat more and then you don't eat more. Like I sat down with it and I was like, this looks so good. And it's just, yeah, I didn't eat as much as I thought I would.
I ate all my food.
And by that I thought that I would get like seconds or something, but
I tried.
my little belly is full. But another thing about that though that I'm looking forward to is dessert. I'm looking forward to dessert.
Where are we gonna get dessert?
To
Where are we gonna get dessert?
dessert.
No, where are we gonna get
dessert?
dessert? What is dessert? Where are we gonna get dessert? Ma'am. Where are we getting dessert?
I told you I already had it.
Where? You never told me. Where?
I told you I got those cookies.
What cookies?
The ones that Nanny gets. I told you that in the store.
She did not tell me that.
Yes, I did. How do you not remember that?
You didn't tell me.
Because you were over there trying to get some gummy worms as we were walking out. I said, I have those plant-based cookies that we like that Nanny got.
I don't remember her saying any of this.
Oh my gosh. That's not. Anyway, y'all, my head still hurts from when he made me bump my head the other night. I have been so fortunate to be able to be a part of the prayer ministry at my church, and one of my assignments for right now is to help with the prayer guide, and so I've been working on that so I can turn that in and see what they think about it. It is so cool. Doing the prayer guide has been so awesome, and I'll tell you why. Like, obviously I have began to research like curriculums and all that, and I say obviously because those of you who also follow me on Facebook and things like that, you know that I've been working on the curriculum for my nonprofit that I'm starting. But like I haven't like delved into it. And actually I've always a side note, I've always wanted to like do a devotional. Like, you ever go to the YouVersion Bible app and pick a devotional, some of them are like 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, like you can pick whichever kind you want. And you ever go to those and there are like, I don't know, you read them and then you figure out like, okay, this is like life-changing. I love this. And so I've had like different ideas that I've wanted to do and like wanted to create a devotional. And doing this prayer guide, it's like the same sort of format, because it's like we're taking a calendar month and we are picking, each of us, and there's 3 of us doing this project, so we're picking 3 of us are picking 10 days each, something like that, and we are creating things for each day. So what I did was create like an activity, an affirmation, and a prayer for each of those 10 days. It's actually a little bit more time consuming than I thought, which is okay. I would expect it to be, because within all of that, I'm really thinking about what I want to add to it and the person that will be reading it. And of course, what the theme is, what we're doing it for. And I think what we're doing it for is knowing our purpose, knowing your purpose or something like that. And so that goes like right along with, my nonprofit and a lot of the components that I think about with my nonprofit and the curriculum for the nonprofit. I also think about when I'm doing this prayer guide. There's a lot of things that cross and that overlap. So anyway, I say I really have enjoyed it because even though it is something that is like the curriculum, it is a totally different thing, and it's a bit easier to do, than creating an entire curriculum. Doing a prayer guide like a daily little devotion, and seeing it come together so quickly, and just thinking about the person that would be reading it, and thinking about what these activities and scriptures and affirmations and prayers and all that will lead them to, like what kind of mindset and just what this will do in them. I think it's so heartwarming, and it is so amazing to see that I'm able to create something like this. I just think it's just another thing that I look at and I'm like, this is mind blowing, God. And like, you knew all along that this was in me, and I won't say I just had no idea that any of this stuff was in me, but I will say that I really had trouble thinking about how this was ever going to come out and become something. Like if you're like me, you have a lot of things inside, a lot of different ideas and things that you would like to do or create or whatever, but they have stayed there inside your heart, inside your head, like, or on a piece of paper somewhere that, you keep like revisiting every couple months or whatever. And none of those things ever like really come to fruition or turn into something. And I am working on allowing those things that are in me to turn into something. And so that has been challenging. That has been new, but it has been a blessing. And it does my heart good. It makes me feel great, to do that and to put something out that I know that will not only benefit me, but others. I think it's awesome. So I've been loving doing this little prayer guide. And I so within that prayer guide, I know I told you all the components, all the sections, the activity, the affirmation, and the prayer. But within that activity, each activity that I ask the person to do begins with reading scriptures aloud. So I'll pick some scriptures that I've given to them, and they will read those scriptures aloud, and then they will do their affirmation aloud. And that's just them confessing something, saying something. It may be that I am who you say I am, God, something like that. And then the prayer, all of it, of course, will be related. All of it will go along with, it will just be that theme for the day. And yeah, it's just kind of slowly leading a person through a journey, like trying to quickly summarize the journey. I'll put it like this. To do the daily devotional is to kind of try to quickly summarize the steps on a journey. It's like quickly summarizing those steps on a journey. But when you do the curriculum, you get to kind of embellish. You get to, not embellish, but you get to expand and expound on the things that are the journey that you want to lead them on. So whereas I may have to, do a quick little, prayer in that little box on the calendar, or a quick little affirmation, a quick little, activity that doesn't take long, maybe a few minutes. Well, for the curriculum, since it'll be like a program like that will be longer, then I'll get to spend more time on it. And I say longer, but actually the devotional is, it is, 30-day the prayer guide is 30 days, but at the same time, there is something that is worked on like daily within each. It's like a little goal each day, like a mini goal. But for the curriculum, of course, we wouldn't be meeting daily or like engaging daily with the curriculum. So the time that we spend with that will be different. And I'm sure, if they're coming, if it's, I don't know exactly how it's going to be. Like if it's going to be like a class setting to where we're all together, in one place working on whatever the task is for that class, then we'll get to kind of explore. We'll spend our couple hours or whatever, or hour in that class working on that. And it just seems like with that, you can kind of stretch it out, have time to relax and enjoy it. But when people are doing devotionals, those are kind of more, quick. People are just looking for, like, a lot of times, like, you get up in the morning, you're like, I need something quick to start my day off. You don't have time for it to be a drawn out class session. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was trying to say. My goodness, it took me forever. But anyway, I've been enjoying it. It's just amazing to see what it is that is in you. And it's amazing to know that, once again, that God is faithful. He has planned things before time began that he wanted you to implement. He wanted you to carry out. And when you surrender to him and give your life to him, he just takes you on this journey that you could not ever orchestrate, replicate, duplicate. You can't. But certainly you can share things that you've learned along your journey that will help someone else, or maybe jumpstart someone on the path towards their own growth and healing and things like that. So like when you are able to share, what I'll say, when the Spirit leads you to share and give testimony, or to just give a piece of your journey to someone else, please do. I was just talking to my classmates last night. Like, our instructor shared his story, and I was just, you just don't know what people have experienced. You don't know what they've gone through. But I will tell you that whenever someone shares what they've gone through and their story, their testimony, there is just nothing more powerful. It is impactful. It is the place where you are met in your situation. And I say that because you can have someone teach you all day long something, some curriculum, 5 steps to this, 2 steps to this, and best way to do this. But when someone shares what they actually experienced, what they actually went through, and what they were actually brought out of, or what they still struggle with, or whatever, it is something that you can relate to. You find yourself saying, wow, I deal with that. I deal with that. That's me. That's me. And then you start to realize that I'm not the only one. This person is coming through this thing. Like, I can come through this thing. And the place of hopelessness that I was in was a complete lie. Y'all ever watched, I remember a while, it's been some years now, we went to watch, I think it was Spider-Man. It was one of the Spider-Mans. It's 50,000 Spider-Mans. But one of them, there was like a little, I think it was one of the villains, one of the, adversaries, was trying to trick Spider-Man. So he created, I don't know if it was a woman or a man, I'm saying he, but anyway, the villain created this virtual reality. When they were, and if you've looked at my other videos, I think I mentioned this in another one, but when Spider-Man was in this virtual reality, it was so real. It was so real. Like, I had no idea he was in a virtual reality until he kind of recognized it and did some things and whatever to mess it up, to block it out. It was so real. Like, you would not know unless you had a discernment of another kind to let you know that something ain't right. And for some of you, some of the things that you have gone through have been so real. Some of the issues, some of the things you've experienced have been so, so real. And it has been hard for you to come up from that place or recover from that place or come out of that place. And when you hear someone's testimony of what they've gone through or what they are coming through, it helps you to realize that I've been in this other reality where everything around me seems a certain way. And it seems that I have to bow to how my reality is or what I'm seeing around me, that I have to walk by sight. But that is a lie. And that's why it's important to spend time with God, because you get that discernment of another kind. See, Spider-Man had the little tingly spidey senses going. And so even though he was in that virtual reality that looked so real, he was getting information telling him that something is off, something is not right. That's the same thing that the Holy Spirit does for us. And that's the same thing that your testimony does for someone else. After being in something for so long, your reality becomes whatever you're in, whatever you're around. But if you can get a glimpse, because what do you think happened the moment there was a little glitch or something that happened within that virtual reality where he saw that, wait a minute, I'm in some kind of world. This is not a real thing that I'm seeing right now. When you tell someone, so y'all, excuse my nasal tone, is horrible. But when you tell someone your testimony, that is that little glitch. That's that little tear in their reality that says, this is not my reality. This is a temporary thing that I'm in right now that I will come out of. This will not last. I can come out because this isn't all there is. And that's what it does. So do not underestimate the testimony. The Bible says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And in that particular verse, it was speaking of our testimony of Jesus Christ, that we have the testimony of Jesus Christ, that we have the testimony that Jesus is our Savior, and so that we are saved. But also, we can apply that to say, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony as to what God has done for us. And we overcome by that. We need to hear that. So I'm just reiterating that. I've said that before, but I'm just reiterating. So, yeah, I just went on a little tangent there, but I really thought that was important, you know. It does wonders. God gives that to you for a reason. And the moment, you know, you don't always get that confirmation, but the moment you do get confirmation that someone was helped by your story, you just begin to realize that what I went through was not just for me. What I went through was not just, you know, was not this punishment, was not that someone needed this. And I signed up to be someone that God could use to get this message to others. And so this is what this is. So, yeah. That's just my little 2 cents, y'all. Y'all, if I see this commercial one more time, look at this. Y'all, Medicare coverage helpline. If I see this one more time, y'all listen. The only thing about this rewind channel that my son likes to watch is literally everything is on rewind. I don't know what they meant for rewind to stand for this channel, but everything is on rewind. Like, these commercials are on rewind. Like, they constantly play the same commercials. And it be like bad actors on there, y'all. Like, the lady is like, I called to check my zip code to see if I was eligible for, but let me show you what her eyes were doing the whole time. I called to check my zip code to see if I was eligible for any coverage. I'm like, you're not reading anything or anything like that, are you, ma'am? No, you're not.
What's your video?
Y'all, then they got JJ.
They can't see him. They can't see him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's JJ. If I don't know if you guys can see him. Go as close as I can. It's about as close as I can get to him. Pictures. Y'all finna see it. Y'all ready? Oh wait, no. It's not on this one.
That lady already went by.
Yeah, it was on the other one.
This?
A lady. She was
They did
definitely reading the script.
He done said it could be dynamite. Y'all ever wonder? Oh, okay. I thought I wasn't recording for a minute. Do y'all ever wonder, like, is this what you do once you get, like, older? Like, do you start, like, promoting things? Like, because I've noticed that a lot of celebrities, once they get older, where they're just kind of slowing down on the work, like on the movies or sitcoms, whatever they were on, next thing you know, I see them over here talking about, call now for your coverage. And I'm just like, is that what they do?
Even Ice-T.
Ice-T. Well, Snoop Dogg, he on the commercials, but I wouldn't really put him in that category. He ain't, I mean, he doing Corona commercials. But, I mean, yeah, I get you got to do other things, expand your entrepreneurship, and do other things to make you money, especially if you're not doing the movies anymore. So, yeah. I get it. And I ain't mad at him. I just be, noticing things. Just noticing.
The door keeps opening, Mom.
Honey, if the door open over here, is somebody coming through it like Nanny or somebody? Because, like I tell my baby girl,
I closed it, yay.
ain't no monsters, no nothing allowed over here.
Oh, yeah, I was just kidding about the cookies thing. I definitely remember.
I already know. I can see on your face you remember. You tripping. Anyway, I tell my little girl, ain't no monsters allowed, baby. Point blank and simple.
Yeah, we have had a cold for the last few days. We don't really feel too good. Or did you already tell your 5?
Teach her to take authority over
Or did you already tell
anything that rises up. Cleopatra coming at ya. Randomness. My bad. Y'all remember that song? You don't?
Okay.
Just me. I know you don't remember it. You weren't even born.
I don't even know who that is.
There's a pen and paper writing down our names.
Mom, your video's an hour long.
You will realize
Mom, your
I
video's an hour
ain't
long.
missed a thing.
Ma'am.
Your skin doesn't just look younger, it acts younger and feels younger. Alright, y'all. About to get up off of here. Listen, I guess I'll end the video here. I gotta edit this. Who knows how long this is about to be. You know what I always say. I hope that helps somebody. And my journey with God has been just that. A journey. And it's one that I feel that I'm led to share with you guys. And so I thank you for joining me week in and week out on the walk. Live.